Hey guys, it's almost dropped water everywhere. It's Notakqs, and today, we're starting the channel off with a straight banger. Alright. We've got today some courgette, some minced meat, some fromage in the fridge, of course, and we're gonna make something. I don't really know what the name is, to be truthfully honest. It's basically, we're gonna boil this courgette. It's cut off like that, by the way, because I might have been an idiot. Bought one that has slightly a bit of mold in it. If I die, it's because I'm stupid. Let's just say that much, anyways. We're gonna boil the courgettes first. After they're boiled, we're gonna, of course, cook the meat while it's boiling. This is gonna go soft. We're then gonna cook the meat. As we're cooking the meat, we're gonna put some stuff in it. Sauce, mushrooms. We're gonna get some mushrooms, of course, and we're gonna cook that up. And then we're gonna cut these open, put that in there, stick it in the oven with some cheese on top, and voila, Simon, we're making an absolute banger. So, to start things off, I've got a giant pot of water here to the right. We're just gonna keep these in there for a while. So we're gonna keep this on the water for a while. It's gonna soften up the vegetables itself, the courgettes. This is a process actually that I like to talk about sometimes. Basically, green vegetables like these are nice, naturally hard and then soften up through water. Normally have a polysaccharide called pectin, and pectin is broken down through temperature, so high temperatures. So the reason it becomes soft is because pectin is broken down and is denatured due to the high temperatures of water. Of boiling water. It's not going to be boiling, but it's going to be hot water. Next thing we're going to do, we got some beautiful minced meat here, alright? This minced meat looks really nice, you know. A spoon. Need some. No? Okay. Anyways, this minced meat is just going to be very basic stuff we're going to put in this, okay? For now, this is just a start. We're going to put some more stuff in it later. Some salt. Not too much. Some black pepper. Not too much, because pepper does burn quickly, so if you put too much, it'll just burn the pepper. And one thing I've recently really like adding to minced meat is something called Worcestershire sauce. So this actually makes the minced meat taste a lot better. So we're just gonna put a bunch in it. Smells awfully nice too, to be honest. And to finish it off, we're just gonna mix with our hands.
He is adding the flavor of hands to the mix.
Next thing we're gonna use are mushrooms. Bam. With mushrooms, I like to keep the whole thing, not throw away any part of the mushroom. Alright, mushrooms, nicely done. So of course, mushrooms, right? I like to use this. As much as it is dressing, you can still use it for a little bit, just a small amount. Just to basically lightly season it. In the sense you're seasoning it, god damn! Sorry. You're lightly seasoning it with this. And it's just kind of adding a little bit of spice to it and garlicky to it. Now that we did that, we're going to turn the heat on. And we're going to put my favorite, a little bit of vegetable oil, just so we can fry those mushrooms a tiny little bit. So while we wait for this oil to heat up, a new Pokemon game got announced. I don't know when it's coming out, so it might be a bit of time, but a new Pokemon game has been announced. As much as you guys probably don't care about Pokemon, but this is my channel, so a new Pokemon game has been announced. It's Pokemon Z/A, alphabetical thing. Zygarde for Z, A looks like the ultimate weapon from Kalos. So it's a very interesting concept that they're trying to put. It looks like future versus past type of thing. Zygarde being the past and maybe the ultimate weapon being something about creating a new future. And maybe something that ZA also kind of, to me, makes me think alphabetical. There's probably a legendary now that starts with A that could be linked to the ultimate weapon that we don't know about. Maybe the original source of the energy for the ultimate weapon. Don't really know. But that is very exciting. Who would have thought they skipped they would have said, nah, we ain't doing any Unova. No, we're gonna hold them instead. Instead, we got bloody Kalos, and we're getting Megas. Oh, bro, I don't think people have been hyped enough for Megas. Megas are returning. Something that they never do is return to gimmicks. And they said, yeah, we're returning to it, which now opens up the field to, if they're gonna do that, they're gonna do a lot more. As you can see, the oil is starting to pop, meaning it's pretty much getting there. So we're just gonna throw that in there. Give it a good mix. We've got a bit of animes this season. We got Solo Leveling, which I would say Solo Leveling right now has been peak. A lot of good episodes, especially the one episode where spoilers. By the way, spoilers. I said spoilers. Anyways, yeah, that episode is gonna go crazy because the episode where he killed those guys, like those raiders, those hunters that was gonna betray them. That was, in my opinion, was done better animated than it was in the manhwa. The manhwa did it quite good, but I feel like it wasn't as deep. And especially but I think when this anime ends this season, I think they're gonna end it somewhere amazing. And where it ends, generally might be flipping peak. I can't swear, you know, family friendly channel, but it's gonna be peak, man. It's gonna end somewhere crazy. People are gonna go wild, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, no! Why would it end on a cliffhanger?" Yes, I'm predicting it's gonna end on a cliffhanger because I don't think they can do what might happen. I don't think they can do that quickly. It will ruin it. I ain't trying to get another High School of Gods, man. High School of Gods was my favorite webtoon, and they screwed it over by speed running the whole season. The whole season like fast, man. There was so much things I loved about that show. It annoyed me so much. Yeah. As you can see, the mushrooms are almost done. Mushrooms looking good, look at that. Nicely fried, very lightly fried too. It's not like it's a heavy fry. We don't like heavy frying stuff. We're gonna slightly lower the temperature here and start to throw the minced meat in. Fantastic. But as you notice, the meat, this is a very interesting thing I've learned, right? With meat, it's a very, what's the word? Interesting scientific thing that happens with it. With meat, right? When you're cooking stuff like that, it's made out of myoglobin. And myoglobin is basically, imagine myoglobin. Globin means it's a protein that can contain oxygen, okay? So myoglobin, it kind of, when it's in a high temperatures occur, it kind of breaks down, making it so it can't bind with O2 and iron anymore. So because it can't do that, it kind of just stops dying, bruv, and it loses an electron too, which causes it to create a new compound called hemichrome. I know, right? Hemichrome? What is hemichrome? But yeah, so imagine that. It kind of loses an electron, loses some oxygen. Loses an electron, loses some oxygen, loses some iron, creating a new compound called hemichrome. Hemichrome naturally has a more tan color. So as you see, this meat is slowly starting to cook more and more because more of the myoglobin from it. I was gonna say myosin is to do with muscles, but myoglobin, as you can see, there, the myoglobin from that part is starting to slowly die out pretty much, and it's creating more of that tan colored hemichrome. Alright, we're gonna increase the temperature for the meat because I've been checking the courgettes for a while and they're starting to get almost done. So while that's almost done on the left here, since that's almost done, I'm going to be working on this now and get this done to be around the same speed as the two. I'm going to put in this now. This is tomato puree or tomato pasta. Passata. It's just going to add that last layer. that's just gonna add the last layer of flavor to our beautiful minced meat here. So this minced meat consists of Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and with the mix of it we have champignons, my good old mushrooms, and now we just added tomato paste. This overall, we're going to increase the temperature quite a lot here because we are going to need to quickly just drain as much of it as we can out. We want to create almost like a thicker paste with it, nothing too liquidy, as right now it's extremely liquidy. But yeah, that temperature is going to increase. The meat is going to cook finely throughout, and by the time it's done, it will be done. You know, there was one time in my life, anyways. There was this one time where things got really weird. I basically was walking around, and this car was just stopped. And I looked inside. It's like some very nice looking guy. Like, he had a whole suit. He looked like an Uber driver almost, right? And he waved at me when I was walking past. I was like, okay, let me see what he needs. And he starts talking to me. I'm like, oh, hello, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And we talked for a couple of minutes. And he's like, oh, I need money. And I'm like, okay, why do you need money? He's like, I need money because I need gas. And I can't get any gas because my car doesn't work. It's blocked. I don't have money. I'm gonna need gas when I make it to a certain distance. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna get more gas. I'm going all the way to Glasgow, so he's going to Scotland, right? Mind you, it's flipping far away from. I'm all the way at the south of this country, and man's going to Scotland. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hearing that, I then say, okay, well, I don't really have money. I don't have cash at this moment. And he's like, okay, I can drive you if you're willing to help me. I could drive you to a cash point. At that point, I'm like, how can I trust you? He said, I'll give you my watch. I'll give you my ring. I'll give you my wedding ring. Trust me. I generally just, if you're here to help, you're here to help. I'm like, okay. I'll get in your car and we can drive to a cash point. Mind you, this is a complete random stranger's car, and I just said, screw it. I'm just gonna get in. We live once, innit? So I get in the car, and the guy's like, I'm like, talk to the guys like, you know, make sure you don't kidnap me because I've got things to do, my guy. Like, don't worry, I won't do anything. Like, you trust me, I trust you. Like that type of thing. I'm like, okay, man, okay. We go to a cash point. I get a little bit of money out, not enough to be that sad if he doesn't give me the money back, because he did say, in a couple days, I'll give you the money back twice the amount. I said, okay, I don't really mind if you do or don't. I'll give you a little bit of money. I give him a little bit of money. And then I said to him, how do I know you're going to use this for this? Because before I gave it to him, I was like, how do I know you're going to use it for you know what? And he said to me, come on, I will not lie, I'm not some weak man, I'm a strong, upholding man. I hold my promise, and I will tell you this now. If you don't trust me, here's my wedding ring. And this guy, with no hesitation, took off his wedding ring and shoved it straight onto my middle finger. And I was like, bro, I don't want your wedding ring. Take it back. And I couldn't take it off. I was panicked. I was like, what the hell? I didn't expect him to just give him his wedding ring. He's like, no, bro, please, trust me. Take it. I'll be back for it. And, you know, I'll give you double the money. I'm like, okay, man. Good luck, man. Good luck. And so I go out of the car and I just have his wedding ring on my finger. And I finally take it off. I'm like, did you really just give me a wedding ring? So I go to some random older man because I thought he would be filled with knowledge. He clearly did not want to speak to me. But I asked him, hello sir, out of curiosity, does this look like a ring for a husband? And he said to me, oh, it looks pretty small. I don't think it'll fit. And I'm like, what? The guy had a bigger hand than me, and you're telling me that's not gonna fit? That's not what I was asking. And yeah, he walked off afterwards. I said, you know, thank you, sir. I wasn't gonna snap at him for that, but still, I was so confused. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? That wasn't what I was on about. And I just end up keeping the ring, and now it's day number 3. 2 more days, and 3 more days, and if that guy in 3 days says, yes, brother, here's your money, I would go, okay, fair enough. If not, then I just want a wedding ring. And I do think that wedding ring is fake, and I will get checked soon. But it's the goofiest story I've heard in my life, man. Courgettes, as you can see, is very soft now. Top isn't as soft because it's been boiling for long, but this one is extremely soft. That's like a flipping titan, bro. It's like a titan transforming, bro. See that? All that smoke coming out of it. Jeez. So, it's pretty simple what we're gonna do here. Just gonna cut in half. There you go, cut in half. As you can see, that's perfectly cooked. It's soft. That's how you want it. You want it to be soft on the outside and a bit harder in the middle. The reason why is because the middle, we're gonna scoop out everything from the middle. This is a perfect one now. Look at that, perfect casing. We're gonna get some of that meat now straight into it. It is still somewhat liquidy, so we're not gonna we're gonna try our best not to overfill anything. Didn't make a lot more movement than I expected. And of course, the last bit of this recipe, something nice and basic: cheese. Look at that, mate. Oh. You know what they say? Who needs a little bit of cheese? Cheese. So, there you go. Pretty easy and basic. And now I'm just going to put this in the oven. And leave it for like 10 minutes or so. And voila! That's what I like to say. Look at that. It looks amazing, man. Jesus. Look at that. Beautiful. It's beautiful. What the flip? Where am I? What the hell? How did I end up here? I was just in my room.